Hey, how's it going, everybody? The show you're about to watch is with Derek Downing, one of the most celebrated athletes in American history with nearly 20 medals at the world championship level for inline speed skating. Derek has decided to get back into racing, but now with his modified Cadillac CTS-V with over 1,000 horsepower instead of a set of inline speed skates. Derek was in town for the TX2K event here in Houston, Texas, and invited me out to watch and let me walk along the track so that I could see all of the other amazing race cars. I want to extend a special thank you to Derek and his team at Vengeance Racing for being so generous and kind, allowing us to sit in the pits, allowing us to participate in the staging area event, and giving me a pass to walk down the track so that I could watch so many amazing sports cars go down the track. At the event, there were Lamborghinis, GTRs, Vipers, and Supras, all modified to be able to go upwards of 230 miles an hour. Derek has always been very generous and kind. Derek has been instrumental in my life in helping guide who I wanted to be as an athlete. Derek comes from an amazing family, and it shows how well Derek has been raised by his father, David Downing, for who he is today. I had the pleasure of David coming on my show a couple weeks ago with Charlie Bennett, and David has not changed a day. Neither has Derek. So thank you all for everything you have done for me. Thank you for inviting me out and allowing me to participate in your day. If you guys like what I'm doing here, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Let me know what you think about the show in the comments, and I will talk to you all very soon.
You might want to say I don't have enough even to stick it. True story.
Man, hey, man, Derek, man.
J-Lo.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Dude, we're just at the track today,
Man, all right.
doing our thing.
So explain to me how you go from being one of the greatest speed skaters in line. Most of your friends probably have no idea about this.
No,
Because
we don't tell it.
you don't tell anybody about how fucking amazing you are as an...
No, I don't go around. They really
you have
don't
to
know.
put the microphone up there.
Yeah, they really don't know. I mean, really, my dad comes to the races with us.
Yeah.
Danielle, they tell what's going on with my background and my story and stuff. And then, people will Google it and see, X Games and this and that. So they know, but until I wear my spandex uniform to the track and I come out of the car instead of my race suit, then they'll really understand that.
All right, so how many times have you actually worn spandex out here on the racetrack?
Zero.
Why?
Zero. I just free ball.
Really? Oh, just go all for it, man.
Just kidding, man.
Yeah.
No, I don't wear it.
No?
But yeah, as far as like getting into the racing part, we bought this. I told Danielle one Christmas, I was like, hey, I want to go buy this car. It's a Cadillac CTS-V. And she's like, Cadillac? Why the hell you want to buy a Cadillac? Yeah, we've had Corvettes, M5s, M3s. She goes, why do you want to buy a Cadillac? I go, well, it's not just a Cadillac, it's just CTS-V. She's like, whatever, it's a fucking Cadillac. She goes, are you old now? And I'm like, no, but we're going to fly to Chicago, and we're going to buy this car if we like it. We're going to buy a one-way ticket, so we're pretty much going to buy this car.
Yeah.
One-way ticket.
Yeah.
So anyway, we fly to Chicago right after Christmas. We buy a one-way ticket. We fly to Chicago. She sees the car and she's like, "Well, it's not just a Cadillac." I go, "No, it's a Corvette, basically. Built
Z06,
556
four-door
horsepower, 556 horsepower stock, whatever." So we buy the car. We come back. So I've had it for a year or whatever, and then I find out that Vengeance Racing, who we race for, is literally like 3 miles from our office, which is good. But not good because just to take the car and get it repaired and build it is just like too easy. So I'm sitting there at mom and dad's house and I'm looking through Facebook or whatever. And I see this thing called, the Wanna Go Fast half-mile event. I'm like, well, what the hell is this? This company rents airstrips so you can take your car down half mile and go wide ass open, no rules, no regulations. It's called half-mile racing. It was in Heaven's Landing. So I tell Danielle, I go, hey, I'm gonna enter this race with this car. It's called Wanna Go Fast, half-mile event, and we're gonna see what it's about. So I enter this event. I don't know what the hell it is. I get there, and literally they shut down. They rent like a private airport, and two cars go, at the same time, and it's the fastest car to the end, top end speed. So that's what got us hooked on it. And then obviously having Vengeance literally 3 miles from our house. From our office. It just went from there. And
was it was a stock? It was a stock vehicle?
Stock V. It ran like 134 miles an hour, something like that. And now it runs like 173 and a half.
That's insane.
Yeah, and you know, and we're fast, but we're not fast as some of the other cars. But you know, we're getting there.
Well, okay, so you guys are out here at the TK or TX2K 2022, whatever.
Yeah.
This is the first time you've ever been out here.
Yeah, and this is basically the Super Bowl of racing. I mean, literally, there's Lamborghinis. You've been here for an hour with me. We've been walking around the track, checking things out.
It's insane.
Man, I mean, just the money's unbelievable. And literally, like in a quarter-mile race, 8.5 seconds is pretty much where you have to be now. And then, all these cars do that, you know.
Well, hey, Fred, where's my drink?
Oh, so
where's my drink?
Car.
I can't have that one. I need my other drink. I need my other drink.
Right.
I can't have that one. Thank you, Frederick. There you go.
Dude, I know.
Frederick. Hey, Frederick Lacey, everybody.
He's the
Frederick.
man.
Even have like the name for the service.
Thank you.
Hey, where's the makeup? Makeup.
Yeah.
Makeup over here.
But, okay. What is it about? Okay, so you're in the sport class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's various classes, but yeah, it's a sport class. It's stock, street car. Well, it's not stock, but it's a street car, 4 doors, you know, full weight, full interior, but built, you know, 1,100 horsepower.
Okay, so what defines your car as a street car versus sport car?
All right, street car is we're full interior, AC, power windows, navigation. You know, we do have fire extinguishers in the car. We have harness bars, but we're not a full blown race car that's gutted in the inside. Roll bars all through the car, which we will get there because now we're at speeds where we need the roll bars and the parachutes. But we're going to continue keeping it a street car so we can take it to dinner, you know, and drive it around town and still enjoy the car. Not make it just a car we take to the track, beat on it, break it, fix it, repair it, you know, how it goes for racing. So basically that's what a street car is you can just still drive in the street, it makes a shit ton of power, and, you know, it goes 8 seconds, 8.5 seconds, 9 seconds.
So, okay, so do you... I'm just trying to wrap my head around like what it is you guys do. Okay, so you drive a street car.
Yeah.
I mean, your VengeanceRacing CTS-V, you're pushing what 1,000 horsepower?
Yeah. We just put a new setup on this car for this event. New bigger blower. We're supercharged. The motor's full built race motor out of Texas. Vengeance does all the work to it.
Out of Texas?
Yeah, LME Late Model Engines is here in Texas. They do all the motors for Vengeance Racing.
Okay.
And Vengeance Racing builds the car, installs everything, tunes it. I mean, pretty much does the whole thing. So the car with this new blower setup, we're around about 1,050 wheel, 1,030 wheel, and the car's kind of turned down. So we get here at Texas, we find out the car is running out of fuel. We don't have big enough fuel pumps, so we turn the car way down power so we don't lean the motor out, you know, possibly break it. You know, $40,000 motor.
$40,000 for this fucking motor?
Oh yeah, you'll get there. Yeah, about 40 grand. You know, with everything on it.
Jesus.
Yeah. So we turn the car way down. Then the first day of testing, we're racing it because it's a brand new setup and it's cutting out and this and that. But we got it all figured out. Basically, we got it figured out. The car's not the fastest car here by far, and we're probably not the slowest car either. But we're just kind of like wedged in between, like, you know, being just fast enough to be here, but not fast enough to win. I don't know if that explains it enough or not. I don't know, but it kind of sucks because when you got freaking $100,000 motor cars out here, they're just going, you know, 190 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're competing directly against cars that start out at $300,000-$400,000.
And like for instance, later this afternoon we're going to do the heavyweight class. That's what our car's in. So the car has to weigh 4,400 pounds. So minimum weight is 4,400 pounds. So the advantage is not like we're racing a Lamborghini or racing a GTR. We're racing cars similar in weight, you know, 4-door cars, and so we're just like stuck in the heavyweight class to what our car fits. You know, we don't race a GTR, we don't race a Lamborghini, we're not racing, you know, pro mod Camaros or Mustangs. We're racing big 4-door couches.
Yeah, heavy, a heavy car.
Yeah, a big heavy car.
So, all right. So I have a 2017 Corvette.
Yeah.
It was my version of, you know, the extension of my little penis. So,
you know, I got a little man syndrome, so you know we're good. Yeah, I got 4 doors.
Right. Like, look, we're both 5'9", so it's like you go for the race car. I just go okay. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing that blows my mind about you. You're here.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other in a good 20 years.
At least 20 years. At least.
But I only know you. I know you as one of the greatest athletes of all time. I think it's hard for anybody to understand this, and I think anybody that's going to watch this, they're going to, and you know what? Let me just, I'm going to jerk you off for a minute here. Okay, let me get a hold of you, Derek.
I was gonna get a happy ending. I'm straight.
Right, right. If you're gonna get one, better be from a guy.
Yeah.
But anybody watching this, they're gonna have to understand that you are, by all definitions, one of the greatest American athletes of all time. No,
I'm listening.
You're gonna take it.
Listen, man.
Take what I'm gonna give you right now.
I mean, I need a drink.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't. I gotta race this fucking car. Shit.
Yeah, you gotta race a 4,800 pound car down the road.
Yes, fuck.
But anybody watching this, they have to understand, you're one of the greatest American athletes of all time. Yeah. Okay, so we talked about Chad.
Yeah.
We talked about Chad. Chad has won 52 medals, 52 gold medals at the world level.
Ever, yep.
The greatest American athlete of all time.
Yep.
You have won, what, 20?
Man, I think it's like maybe 14 gold. But, okay. I've won 13. I think it's 13 golds, and then I don't know how many silvers and.
So 13.
Whatever. So it's gonna be
13
20s.
golds. 13 golds plus silvers and bronzes.
Yeah, whatever it is. 20s.
But okay, at the same time though, how many of those bronzes, how many of those silvers could have been your golds? How many did you give up for somebody else?
A fair amount.
A
probably.
bunch.
Yeah. But that's what teams do. I mean, in Chad. Chad and I were partners for 10 years racing. Yeah. We dominated pretty much the whole circuit. And he gave up a lot of races for me and taught me a lot of things. And it went hand in hand. Neither of us was even selfish in racing. I mean, Chad was the most unselfish person ever in racing. When you get two good athletes or two good people in a sport, one always wants to, just be the one, be the alpha all the way. Chad, no way. He gave up as many to me or even to Keith to anything.
Chad really was a great teammate.
Oh man,
no doubt,
best ever.
Yeah,
the best ever. I mean, I grew up with him basically.
Yeah,
for years, traveling the world.
Well, yeah, and that was the weird thing.
Yeah.
Like when we were talking today, you said that you turned.
This is what to deal with. This is like, this is.
There we go.
Y'all can't see it on camera, but we'll get the boss man Ron Moen on camera here in a little bit.
Big boss man, VengeanceRacing out here, showing us.
Hey, it's all about the V's.
Yeah,
we all love the V's.
That's right. It was Verducci. Now it's Vengeance.
Yeah.
Wait, show that tattoo. What do you got?
So it's jacked up. We got a Verducci tattoo from back in the day. So then all of a sudden, I buy a CTS-V. Then all of a sudden, I race for VengeanceRacing. And then of course, I love V's. So
that's right. That's right.
Sorry, baby. Love you.
But yeah, so it was a trip, man.
Yeah.
I turned 40 in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever. I always envisioned you because the level of your competition, the level that you were always competing at, I envisioned you as somebody that was Chad's age.
Yeah.
But you're actually
4 years older.
4 years older than Chad.
Yeah.
You would never know that.
Yeah, 4 years older.
That's amazing to me.
I mean, I'm 48. I'll be 49 in July.
And you
almost a half a century old. That's how fucked up is that? I mean, dude.
Yeah, you're
like I told you earlier, we got a good 6-7 years before we're really fucking done doing shit. Sorry for all the ones that are in their late 50s.
But yeah, you're not quite Civil War era.
Yeah.
But you're out there winning world championships.
Yeah.
In your late 30s.
Yeah.
Or late 20s.
Yeah, right, almost
late
20s. Yeah.
I think this is going to be the first time this statistic's ever been thrown out there. I don't think that there is a gold medalist in the history of speed skating, both inline or ice, that has done it as old as you are.
There has to be.
No.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, so Chad, his gold medal was 2006.
Yeah, he would be younger.
So,
I made a decision when I did my last World Championships. I think I won maybe 2 or 3 golds, I think it was. And then that was my last World Championship. So I left skating in World Championship form.
Yeah.
Winning gold medals. And then just went right straight to marathons. I didn't come back and get my ass kicked and then be like, dude, no, I really suck.
done.
No, I really
I'm
got,
done.
because you always want to stop when you're on top. You never want to go back and beat the horse. You don't want to beat a dead horse.
But see, I think you had the right attitude.
Yeah, so
you stopped when you were on
yeah,
top.
after I'd won the last World Championships, I think it was like 2 or 3 goals. I can't remember, and maybe a couple silvers. I just said, yep, I'm done. I talked to Phil, Verducci, everybody's like, let's just do all straight world marathon stuff.
So, just make sure you have the
Oh, my
microphone.
bad. My bad.
You're good, dude. But how was that transition for you guys when it went from the originator, Verducci,
Yeah.
and then Phil stepped in? He bought the team, he
Yeah.
bought the boot, he bought
Yeah.
the company. How was that transition for you guys?
No,
What was it like?
It was great. I mean, Phil did great things for us. I mean, he really, boosted the sport. He really tried to make the sport mainstream, ESPN. I mean,
Yeah.
he threw money at it like nobody's business.
Yeah.
And for us as a team, he took care of us in Europe. I mean, he got us a house in Europe, during the summers in Germany or whatever, to race the circuit and stuff. And Fourth was with us even.
Yeah.
Danielle even flew out and stayed for 2 weeks in Germany. And then she flew to Korea. Phil flew her to Korea with me. I mean, he was such a great
He was a great guy.
Great owner
Great
of
guy.
a team. Great owner of a team. And he wanted nothing but best for the skaters and the sport. It just never got, just could never get there.
What do you see as the obstacle? I mean, look, you had a great. Phil was great for the sport.
Yeah.
You had a lot of build up. You had a lot of teams that were building up. You had a lot of sport. All these athletes that are coming up, and then you have a company like Phil.
Yeah.
He comes in. He says, "Man, I love this sport. I'm going to step in." And all of a sudden, after him, it does this.
Yeah, he injected a lot of money into it, and even the Federation of Skating, USARS or whatever, they just didn't mesh. They didn't like it, and they just wanted to shut him down. And because Phil, he did the portable tracks. He did the portable tracks, had all the cameras. I mean, did ESPN.
Yeah.
I mean, he did everything. Trying to get ESPN, I should say, or whatever.
What is that? What is that we're hearing right there? Oh, is that the one that crashed?
Yeah, it's the GTR that hit the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one
Is that karma?
The one that almost hit my car in the parking lot at the tech. Yeah.
Don't touch the baby. Don't touch the baby.
Yeah. So he got his in the end.
Yeah.
Well, I hate that he crashed his car.
What happened? What happened to him? What was that?
Well, it was in the roll race.
Okay.
And so they were going, and it's hard to explain it, but they have to go 65 miles an hour. The cars have to be even, and then as soon as the judge thinks they're even, he hits the go button, the green light. Well, the cars weren't even. The GTR gunned it, blew his tires off, which means he spun his tires, got a little sideways. Well, then they called the race off, but the idiot fucking got back in it. At the end of the track, hit the wall. $200,000 car.
After they've already called
After
it
they
off.
called the race off.
It was pointless.
Pointless. I mean, we saw it. Me and you, and we're all sitting there, and we see him get sideways. And they call it. The official goes, "Hey, race is called off," and the dude just takes off again. Why? Who the fuck knows?
More money than sense.
100%. I mean, that car's probably $250,000 car built.
Really?
Oh, easily. I mean, the GTRs alone are 180 or whatever they are, and then the motors, transmissions are $50,000, motors probably another 100.
God,
if that one's built properly, and then he put it in the wall, blew all his airbags, killed his quarter panel.
He blew it out.
Yeah, and literally, like Danielle was telling you earlier, literally, I was backing my car back into the pits right here, and the dude come flying through the parking lot and damn near T-boned us. I mean, within, a foot. So then he was like yelling at us. We're like, "Fuck you, dude!" And then they try to start this guy's car. Wouldn't even fucking start. They had to push the car back to the pits, and this thing's on jack stands.
Oh yeah.
And they've been having problems with it all fucking weekend, and now it hit the wall. I mean, that right there is just. He should just.
Does it make you feel good?
Yeah, he should give it up.
Do you see something like this at like pretty much every competition you guys come to?
Yeah. Yeah, there's GTRs, not very many Lamborghinis, but a lot of GTRs.
So who do you see that from? Like, I mean, do you see somebody with a Lamborghini like acting like an asshole?
There's a few out there, but you really see. I mean, a lot of these Lamborghinis out here. I think there's trust fund babies. Some are YouTubers. There's a couple kids that are like in their mid-20s, YouTube channels making millions, driving literally probably $700,000 Lamborghinis.
Really?
Yeah, and they're just kids. One kid here has got freaking gold hair. It flips over. I mean, straight up YouTube guy. That generation.
Yeah.
And they're just getting out here just fucking around. $700,000 car.
No, it's a trip. I mean, walking out here, and thank you so much for inviting us out here, man.
Dude, I'm glad y'all came.
But like when we drove in,
yeah,
like there were. I mean, I drive a Corvette.
Yeah.
I don't think anything about it, but
Yep.
there were just endless amounts of fucking sports cars and just high-end race cars just all around us, just driving in.
Dude, there's probably 20 million or more worth of fucking cars here.
Really? You just think
I
you think
so.
racing?
Yes. I mean, you got to think 10 Lamborghinis. That's freaking 10 million right there.
Yeah.
Almost. 10 of them. There's probably 30 of them here. and not only the car is $450,000 to build them to their level of racing.
Yeah.
Motor's 300, trans 150. It's like another $500,000 in it.
Really?
Yeah, just endless money. And the rigs, you see the rigs.
Well,
They're
yeah.
hauling
Well,
them in the car
that's
haulers.
what I see
They're
all the money in. I
million-
see all the money in the transportation
Yeah,
and all
they're
this
$1
other
million
nonsense.
rigs. I mean,
yeah, you got $1 million
yeah,
sitting behind us right here.
yeah. We got a rig that's got living quarters in the semi part, and then the regular double stack trailer.
So okay, so as a team, you guys come all out here.
Yeah.
How many of there are you guys as a team here?
We got 6 here, 6 cars here.
6 cars. So I see there's 3 Vs.
Yep, 3
Cadillac Vs.
Yep.
I saw a Viper. What else do we have? A Camaro.
You got a Camaro, which is a twin turbo, 3,000 horsepower. I mean, it's a badass car.
What does that run? Something like that. What does that do?
It'll run 7s, low 7s, seconds in the quarter mile. At like 180 something or more.
Okay, so but what's it capable of? I mean, because so we were sitting over there on the deck,
Yep.
and we were watching these cars in the first round. They did 180, 190.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're blowing out 229.
Yeah. Those are different classes.
Oh, that is
Different
okay.
class.
So it's rolling different class.
Yeah, you have elite classes. They had 8 cars in the elite class that roll like 200 plus. 8 of those.
Okay.
So you had to be 200 miles an hour over, and that's where we saw the 217s, the 224s.
Okay.
Then you have the next class, which is like the 190s. All 190s can't go faster than 194, let's say, or you're disqualified. Then you have another class in the 180s. Like, for instance, I did 163 trying to tune this thing to go faster, and the slowest car that made the race for qualification was 185. The slowest car. Minimum
the slowest one out there.
is 185.
Holy shit,
So
man.
so there's 100 of us that got fucking eliminated instantly because we couldn't get faster than 185.
That's insane.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy speed. Crazy.
So, okay, so what's the top speed you've taken this car to?
The fastest 174 and a half.
174.
That's a half mile. Now, it can go faster if you keep going, but
Okay,
it's a half mile.
But when they build these things,
Yeah.
from the manufacturer,
Yeah.
they market a Z06 Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
They market these
Yep.
things. They market them at like 150 miles an hour, 170
Yeah.
miles an hour.
Yeah.
Why is it that all of a sudden you've got a $40,000 engine in this thing? Why is it that now you're able to get to 174 instead of like the stock 150?
It's just all the power. I mean, I think it makes, like say, a 1,000 wheel, which is probably, almost 1,150 or 1,200 to the crank, power-wise. But, it's amazing, though, that GM built this car, and this is stock rear end, and
This is stock rear
stock
end?
rear end, stock gears, stock rear end. Transmission's been rebuilt for race. Motor's been rebuilt. But if you took this car and you made it and you left it stock and built just the top end of the motor and left the transmission and everything, you can do about close to 850 horsepower to the wheels, completely stock and just race the shit out of it. That's how strong GM made these cars. They're so underrated in like what they can handle, the power-wise. Same as your Corvette. So you can build your Corvette and, I mean,
I was hoping I can bring that in here, and you guys just
Just
take over and
quick
start
tune,
tuning
quick
and everything.
tune, some pulleys.
No big deal. I mean, because we have friends. I
Yeah.
mean, you guys did that to Charlie's Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
But like Jeff Foster, he's got a Corvette,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head some of these other guys.
I mean, it's addicting. I mean, once you start, we started small, and it just keeps going and going and going.
But what?
Hold on a second. 7. I'm listening for the race.
Oh, okay. So
7. I'm thinking I'm roll 7, 8, 9, and 0. Slower.
so
Okay, 7 and 8. Okay, 7 and 8. 7 and 8. Okay. I gotta
okay.
go.
Well, all right.
Yep.
Derek.
No.
Hey, man. I want to thank you so much, man.
Dude, I
hey,
had to cut this short.
Hey,
brother.
I know.
We showed
You
this
got
an
to
hour
race.
ago, man.
No, you got to race, man. Hey,
Yeah.
no, but it's great, man. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah.
on. Look, I want to end every show just like this on
Yes.
a positive note.
Oh man.
I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for you. You have always treated, all the time I've ever been around you, your father, the Downings have always treated everybody around them
I appreciate it, Jason.
with so much
I appreciate it,
respect.
man.
You guys have always been
Dude, I
great.
say for you guys, we love you guys. We love everybody from Chad's team, Paul's team. You guys have all been always.
Yeah,
been great
look,
to us.
Paul's always been great.
Yeah.
Chad's always been great. But I
Yeah.
want to say this, man. You guys, for never like growing up with y'all, never like being around y'all every single day. Y'all have always been great. Your father has always been great.
Ah, man, I appreciate it.
At residency,
You saw him too.
yeah,
Couple days ago.
I saw David. But we got Fred over
Yep,
here. We
yep,
got Fred.
yep.
You guys You guys have always treated us like family.
Yeah.
The Downing family's always been amazing. I want to say thank you, man. You
appreciate
guys
it,
have always
brother.
been great, brother.
Appreciate
Thank you
it,
so
man.
much. Hey,
I'm glad you came out. Sorry we got to cut it short.
no, man. Good luck, man.
Yes, sir.
Get out there and fucking kill it.
Yeah.
All right,
Dude,
brother.
get some pictures, bro.
All right,
We
man.
got this.
Thank you.
Listen.